guys, and welcome to Photoshop tutorials. And in this video I will show you the basic tools in Photoshop. So we can see on the left side of the Photoshop workspace we have the toolbar, which contains the tools that are commonly used in Photoshop. So first of all, we have the move tool. So basically it allows you to move objects within the document. So let's wait here in the layer properties, we should first disable the lock of the layer of the image so that we can move it around or modify it. So just press OK, and then by using the move tool you can move objects in the workspace. And second tool is we have the rectangular marquee tool. So basically what this does is you can select an outline of a particular area in the document. So what you have to do is just click so and you can see it formed a marching ant outline. And when you click the move tool and move it around, so next we have the magnetic lasso tool. What this does is it forms an outline of a certain area. If you click, you can see that it can form around the edges, and what you can see on the document that are like rectangle, rectangle, not rectangle, squares. You see that? Squares. What else you can see in the document is what we call anchor points, which can be modified with the Alt hotkey, which is not covered in this video, but I'll just show you what the magnetic lasso tool does. And there you go. There. It forms an outline if you just click and you just click it, and you don't need to hold it, and it'll automatically put anchor points around the edges of a certain area in the document. There you go, just like that. This is useful in selecting certain parts. For example, if you want to cut a part of the image and move it around to another area, just like that, you can do that. But with magnetic lasso tool, it's just not so accurate because it automatically puts the anchor points in the edges. So next we have the magic wand tool. So its ability is to create a selection in the image just by simply clicking on the certain part, just like this. I'll just click here and it'll automatically create an outline of the certain part, just like that. Next is the crop tool. So basically it allows you to crop an image, just like that. Just click, drag and hold, and whatever you like, whatever size. If you want to select all of this to retain this, you can do that. Just click here, the check button, and there you go. So it's just pretty basic. So next is we have the eyedropper. The eyedropper tool. So what this does is select a certain color in the image. So if I want this color blue, I'll just click it and it will appear in the color palette. So here we have the foreground color palette and this is the background. Next is we have the healing brush tool. So what this does is it allows you to select a certain part of an image and it allows you to copy its features. It's like this. You just press and hold out, click on a certain part, and then you can just click and hold and you can copy that. It's just like that. This tool is most essential in retouching images, like the ones you see in the modeling magazines or whatever, where people are involved, or any other stuffs. Next, we have the brush tool, which is my favorite. This allows you to paint on the image or in the document. If you right click in the document, you can see that you can select different brushes for you to use. So right now I will use the soft brush, and you can see here that you can change the size of the brush. There you go. And its hardness. Hardness defines the softness and hardness of the edge of the brush that you're currently using. So if I set the hardness to 0%, let's just change the color and paint here, you can see that it has soft edges, it has blurry edges. But if I set the hardness to 100%, you can see that it is pretty much solid. Okay. Next, we move to the clone stamp tool. This is like the healing brush tool, but it is more precise. When clone stamp tool is much more precise than healing brush tool, because it just literally copies the certain part of an image in the document. So if I press and hold again the Alt and just click here, and if I paint here, it's just like the healing brush tool, but this is more pretty much solid. I really can't show their difference. I really can't explain how they differ, but yeah. Next is we have the history brush tool. The history brush tool uses a previous state or snapshot of an image. Then it makes a copy of the image as it was in a previous state. Then uses the content of this copy to paint with. So basically, this tool allows you to make a copy of an image, then use its content to paint over the image in the document. Next is we have the eraser tool. So basically, it allows you to erase a certain part of the document. So just can like click and drag that. You can hold and voila, deleted the whole image. Just return that. Okay. And next we have the paint bucket tool. The paint bucket tool allows you to fill an image with a particular color which is specified here in the color palette. So if I want the image to color yellow, I'll just click like that. There I go, just like in Microsoft Paint. Next up, we have the blur tool. The blur tool allows you to blur a particular part of an image. Just like this, you just have to click, hold, and select your painting, but you're actually blurring the certain part. You can set the strength of the blurriness of the brush here. You can see that it has a percentage. You can set it way up to 100%, which is pretty much strong, but not that like in the blur, the Gaussian blur, which you can find here in the filter. And next we have the burn tool. The burn tool, just like what the title says, allows you to burn, no, not literally burn, but darken a part of the image. You can specify here if you're working with the shadows or the midtones or highlights when darkening a particular part. So we have here, it's brothers, the dodge tool and the sponge tool. Contrary to the burn tool, the dodge tool allows you to lighten a part. So whether you're working with the shadows or the midtones or the highlights, just like that. So next we have the pen tool, which is pretty much complicated the first time, but when you get the hang of it, it allows you to create path according to your own will. This is pretty much useful when extracting an object in the image. So for like example, I can draw a path here. I want to extract E, so I'll just draw a path around the edges of the E, just like that, by adding anchor points, just like earlier, and closing it. Oops. And by right-clicking, you can make a selection. And by clicking OK, I can create an outline of the E, and I can move it around or whatever. And next we have the text tool. So basically, it allows you to add text to your document. So here you can choose the type of font that you want. For example, you want impact. You can type anything you want, but if you want it centered, There you go. Just like that. Next is we have the path selection tool. This tool allows you to move around or bend to your own will the path that you created using either the pen tool or the lasso tool, where you can see the paths that you can create, and you can bend them with this. Next is we have the rectangle tool. If you right click that icon, you can see it has also different options. We have the rounded rectangle tool, ellipse tool, polygon tool, line tool, and custom shape tool. So basically, this tool allows you to create shapes or polygons or custom ones, like a rabbit, just like that, and add something like that. You move it around, etc. Next is we have the hand tool. It allows you to move the document like that. If you're zoomed in, you just move it around with this tool. Next is we have the magnifying tool. So also, it's pretty much basic. You can zoom in or you can zoom out, just like that. The hotkey in the keyboard for the zooming in is the combination of Control and plus. There you go. And for zooming out, just have to press Control and minus. There you go. That's it. Thank you for watching and tune in for more videos. Next is I will show you how to create a photo manipulation of your own.